On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Hinder.
To make it difficult for someone to do something, to limit the development of something.
Examples:
Hinder athletic performance. Hinder international exchanges. The pandemic hindered the growth of the airline industry.
Coronavirus.
A large family of viruses that can cause illness in humans and animals, which name comes from the crown-like spikes on the surface of the virus, which can be seen under a microscope, and COVID-19 is caused by a specific type of coronavirus known as SARS-CoV-2.
Examples:
Coronavirus antibody test kit. Coronavirus bankruptcy. Considering the situation of coronavirus, organized stopped this year's beer festival.
Frailty.
The condition of being weak or delicate, often due to age or illness, a weakness or flaw in character or morality.
Examples:
Cognitive frailty. Frailty syndrome. The doctor warned us about the human body's frailty and the dangers of neglecting our health.
Fragility.
The quality of being easily broken, damaged, or destroyed, the state of being delicate or vulnerable.
Examples:
Fragility of life. Emotional fragility. The fragility of the glass required careful handling during shipping.
Hemisphere.
Half of the terrestrial globe, half of a sphere.
Examples:
Northern hemisphere. Cerebral hemisphere. This weather pattern is unique to the southern hemisphere.
Pandemic.
An outbreak of a disease that affects many people over a very wide area.
Examples:
Flu pandemic. Global pandemic. They fear a pandemic of a new type of virus.
Etc.
Used to indicate that some other unspecified items or things could be included besides those already mentioned, and so on.
Examples:
Tools, hardware, etc. Meetings, appointments, and etc. The museum contains a variety of artifacts, from ancient pottery to medieval armor, etc.
Stockpile.
A large quantity or reserve of goods or materials that are accumulated and stored for future use, often used for emergency or contingency purposes. Verb: to accumulate or gather a large quantity of something, usually for future use or as a reserve.
Examples:
Stockpile weapons. Nuclear stockpile. The farmer had a huge stockpile of hay for the winter.
Interconnect.
To connect similar things.
Examples:
Directly interconnect with those systems. Human activities interconnect with the environment. Our system can now interconnect with other databases.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Pivot.
A change in direction or focus, especially in a business or political strategy, a fixed point that supports something that turns or balances.
Examples:
Center pivot irrigation. Pivot point. The team needed to come up with a pivot strategy to turn things around.
Homegrown.
Grown or produced locally rather than imported from another area.
Examples:
Homegrown talent. Homegrown produce. The restaurant prides itself on its homegrown ingredients sourced from local farms.
Inactivate.
To make something idle or inoperative, to release from military service or remove from the active list of military service.
Examples:
Inactivate growth factor. Inactivate the vaccine. The system for purifying the air uses UV light to inactivate microorganisms.
Quadrilateral.
A flat shape or figure that has 4 sides and 4 angles.
Examples:
Convex quadrilateral. Irregular quadrilateral. The park has a quadrilateral layout that includes 4 distinct areas for recreation.
Syrinx.
The vocal organ of a bird, a primitive wind instrument consisting of several parallel pipes bound together.
Examples:
Dogs with a wide syrinx. Spinal syrinx. The shape of a bird's syrinx varies greatly depending on the environment in which it lives.
Vial.
A small glass container, especially one containing liquid medicine or perfume.
Examples:
Glass vials. Insulin vial. This medication is sealed in a vial. Vaccinate. To treat with a vaccine, usually by injection, to produce immunity against a disease.
Examples:
Vaccinate against scarlet fever. Vaccinate every year. The nurse vaccinated the children in the school. Immunization. The process of making a person or animal immune to a specific disease by administering a vaccine or other preventative measure.
Examples:
Immunization program. Childhood immunization. Due to the success of immunization programs, certain diseases, such as smallpox, have been eradicated. Medicinal. Of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
Medicinal chemistry. Traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Rigidity.
The state or quality of being rigid or inflexible, the inability to adapt to change or new circumstances, the condition of being stiff or unyielding.
Examples:
Mental rigidity, legal rigidity. The rigidity of the school's dress code policy caused much controversy among the students and parents.
Steroid.
Any of several organic compounds that are produced in the body and have important physiological effects and affect the development and growth of sex organs.
Examples:
Steroid abuse, a steroid hormone. Some steroids are banned for use by athletes because of their muscle building effects.
Heparin.
An anticoagulant drug used to prevent blood clots, often used during surgical procedures or in the treatment of blood clotting disorders.
Examples:
Heparin therapy, heparin injection. The doctor prescribed heparin to prevent blood clots in the patient's legs.
Clot.
A thick mass or lump of coagulated liquid, especially blood, a group of people or things that form an obstructive, unsympathetic, or resistant force.
Examples:
Blood clot, clot prevention. The clot in the blood vessel required immediate medical attention.
Blockbuster.
A movie, book, or other product that is extremely successful and popular, especially one that makes much money.
Examples:
Blockbuster movie, international blockbuster. The new action movie is expected to be a blockbuster hit.
Entrepreneurship.
The process or skill of starting and running a business, particularly a new and innovative one.
Examples:
Entrepreneurship culture, embody entrepreneurship. The government is investing in programs to support entrepreneurship and small business development.
Unmet.
Describing a need, goal, or expectation that has not been satisfied or fulfilled.
Examples:
Unmet demand, unmet needs. The unmet expectations of the customers led to a decrease in sales.
Umpteen.
Very many, relating to a large or indefinite number of something.
Examples:
Umpteen hours, umpteen attempts. After moving around the world umpteen times, I finally settled in my hometown.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion, an opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time. A bivalve mollusk with a rough irregular shell, often eaten raw or cooked, and sometimes used as a pearl-producing animal or a source of mother-of-pearl.
Examples:
Oyster shell, oyster farm. I ordered a dozen oysters as an appetizer at the seafood restaurant.
Affluent.
Rich and wealthy, having a lot of money and material wealth.
Examples:
Affluent society. Live in affluent circumstances. She lived in an affluent neighborhood surrounded by wealth and luxury.